noted for getting after it basketball. You press, you run, you get after it. You put pressure on the other team. Talk to me about that.
Well, we're going to try to do a little more pressure this year and run a little bit more. We kind of curtailed it a little bit last year because it just wasn't working well for us, but we're going to work hard on our man defense and full court pressure, run at every opportunity, and then work real hard on getting our set offenses down to where we're executing very well.
A lot of teams don't see that all the time at this level. That's almost playing like a wishbone team in football because they almost have to prepare for that a little bit. That's an advantage for you guys, huh?
Well, I hope so. I mean, we're small. We've got to do something. Last year we didn't have a player over 5'11". The good news is we do have a couple 6'1" boys this year, so not that that's to brag about, but it's better. But we have to do something because we don't have any inside game to speak of. We've got to do things, and we've got to make some things happening in our advantage, and we've got to do a better job at doing that this year.
You got a couple guards that are coming back. Talk to me about them.
Well, I have junior Raul Palacios. He's our point man, very quick. He's going to help us, and his defense is going to do a good job for us this year. We've got guard, forward, center, Holden Stolbarmer back. He's our leading scorer, second leading rebounder, a very, very talented young man. Then we have senior center, forward, again, guard, Tristan Fowler. He'll be back, and we're looking for better things from him this year. The only thing is he got hurt the last football game of the season early in the game and fractured an arm, so we won't have him till Christmas, unfortunately.
Talk to me about maybe the football carryover. Football team has been good. Is there a carryover in basketball?
I don't really think so. It's a different type of game. You know, we don't have to play as physical, although I wish we would play more physical. But I can't say that I've really ever seen that we had that carryover from football into basketball.
Okay. Early on in the year, what will you be working on?
Well, we're working on our execution. We're going to work on trying to do the little things you're supposed to do when we perform and get them done right so we don't make mistakes and so they work for us when we're on offense and defense. So all going to be execution and fundamentals. We had way too many turnovers last year, and we're going to spend a lot of time on that. And we're going to work awful hard at boxing out on the boards because we didn't do a very good job of that last year, and we're small. We've got to improve.
Even though you play at a helter-skelter pace, there still has to be a point where you, like you said, you have to slow things down a little bit and execute right. I mean, there's a fine line there, isn't there?
Well, you know, when we get set in our half-court offense, we've got to slow down and work our offense, and that's something we're going to work hard on our execution again this year on getting the fine points down to do it like we're supposed to. But that's where we slow down. Other than that, I'd like to say that we're not going to slow down at all, hopefully.
How do you see the conference?
Well, conference, Scotland's got everybody back, and they're big. Of course, Putnam, you know, lost their big boy, but they've still got some size back in Mr. Ream, so they're going to be very, very solid. North Shelby, who had a tremendous year last year, extremely well coached. They're going to be very good. They've got most all their kids back. Knox County, pretty much the same way, lost one or two, and they were salty as all get out. We've got well-coached teams, and it's going to be a tough conference to compete in for us. Schuyler County has a new coach, so, you know, the judgment will be out on them, but with who they've got coming back, I think they should be improving from last year also.
Okay, you started in Novinger again?
Yes, we started the Novinger tournament the first week of December. We were the 7th seed, and we drew La Plata in the first round, so we know La Plata. It'll be interesting. I'm just hoping we can do some things to upset them a little bit to take them out of their game plan.